Good day, Prof. I'm Ling from Section 1 of SCCV 4213 Computer Game Development. In this video, I would like to share my learning outcomes on 27 March and explain about the paper, rock, scissors game flowchart. From the lesson, I can learn about what is game. It has 4 elements which are goals, interaction, obstacles, and rules. So the goals are divided into 2, which are primary goal as the final achievement of the game and the secondary goal as the achievement level by level. Next, the interaction is the element on how the player affects the game directly, such as touching screen. And next, the obstacles are the elements on preventing the player from achieving goals, such as enemies. Lastly, the rules are the elements on what player can do and cannot do in order to achieve goals in the game, such as the player cannot cross the walls. So this is my example with my partners, which is previously shown in the picture. So first, goals. The primary goal is to get the most number of this with your assigned color on the board, while the secondary goal is to turn over the opponent's this to your assigned color as many as you can. Next, the interaction is requiring the player to place the disc with your assigned color at the empty grid box on the board. Next, the obstacles prevent the opponent to turn over your disc. So the player need to come up with a good strategy. Lastly, the rules is requiring the player take turns to place this with their assigned color on the board to bound the opponent's disc in a straight line or for turning over the disc to their assigned color. So apart from that, I had also learned about game purpose. Game is developed for entertainment to keep us happy and away from boredom. Next, the game is developed for educational to teach something to the player in the game. And Ever Games is also one of the game purpose which include product placement or advertisement in the game. So for getting profit. And the game is developed for productivity by giving the prizes to the best player in the game. And next, the game is developed for science to study the players' behavior, attitudes, and reactions for collecting data. Lastly, the game is developed for therapy to heal people physically and mentally. So besides, I also learn about game roles during the game development, which are design, arts, technology, and business. So first, the game designer needs to make work well together as a project manager during the game development. Besides, arts includes sound, illustration, 3D modeling, and animation in the game. So next, technology, which is requiring a programmer which good at math, physics, and logics to program mechanics and rules with codes for the game. And lastly, business includes marketing and advertising for the game. And in the next section, I would like to explain about the paper, rock, scissors game flowchart. So as you can see in the diagram, this game starts with 2 players choosing paper, rock, or scissors after shouting scissors, paper, stone as a countdown. So if the player 1 and player 2 has the same selection, it will be a draw. So the game will be started again. So next, there are 3 conditions to bring the result of player 1 lose the game and player 2 wins the game. The conditions are player 1 choose rock and player 2 choose paper, or player 1 choose scissors and player 2 choose rock, or player 1 choose paper and player 2 choose scissors. At contrast, there are 3 conditions to bring the result of player 1 wins the game and player 2 lose the game, which are the conditions are player 1 choose paper and player 2 choose rock, or player 1 choose rock and player 2 choose scissors, or player 1 choose scissors and player 2 choose paper. So in the game, if one player win the game and another player lose the game, it will end the paper, rock, scissors game. So that's all for my presentation. Thank you.